Has the Ghostbusters Plasma series HasLab 2 left you down to the last of your petty cash, but you have yet to display your Proton pack? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up your hammer because it is the only tool you'll need for this tutorial. If you live in the States and have access to a Lowe's or Home Depot, then they will be able to provide up to 3 cuts per piece of lumber you buy, allowing you to avoid everything you have seen me do up to right now. A link to the parts list is included in the description below. Because you got the pieces cut at a hardware store, there's only a small chance that they were cut to the correct lengths, so check which rail pieces line up best with the possible backing pieces. Once you've found the best match, glue your chosen rail pieces to your chosen back plate. Then find something heavy to apply pressure to the pieces for 30 minutes while you wait for the glue to dry. After the glue is dried, you need to mark where the upper and lower plates line up with the backing plate. Without a tape measure, this can be approximated by using the unused rail piece as a spacer to line up how far the upper plate needs to be offset from the back plate. Next, you need to mark the center of the front upper and lower plates so that they line up properly. Without a tape measure, this can be accomplished by using a non-elastic string tied to a pencil. You simply draw 2 intersecting arcs with the same radius from 2 corners of the board you are marking. Then use another board to draw a line perpendicular from the edge that crosses the intersecting point of the arcs. The final prepping step involves presetting the nails. For the backing plate, eyeball where the center is and place a nail about 2 to 4 inches from the edge. Start by hammering the nail in straight, and after the nail is about 1/8 of an inch in, tilt the nail about 15 degrees parallel with the rails. For the nails in the lower front plate, use the unused rail piece to eyeball where the first nail needs to be. Then use the backing plate to see how far down the second nail needs to be. For the upper plate, line it up with the lower plate and then put 2 nails about 1 to 1.5 inches from each edge so that they are in line with the nails from the lower plate. If you need to, you can use the unused rail piece to draw a line as a guide for these nails. Currently, my Proton pack is hanging from my previous wall mount design that I had to remove for this video. A link to the video tutorial of my old wall mount design is in the description. If you do not have a stud finder, you can find a stud by knocking on your wall until you hear it change in sound. Use a pencil to mark where the sound begins to change from both directions, and then mark the center between these 2 points to know where the center of the wall mount should be. If you are still unsure if you found a stud or not, hammer in a loose nail and see if you feel it sink into the stud. Once you are confident you have found the stud, sink the nails from the backing plate into the wall, followed by the lower plate and then the upper plate. As a final check, while using an abundance of caution, see if the wall mount supports your body weight. I weigh about 210 pounds and was able to put my full body weight into it. However, the Proton pack is significantly lighter. Finally, hang your Proton pack 1 shoulder strap at a time and enjoy. As a final note, the remaining rail section can always be used to remove the wall mount. You can use it as a lever to help pry the wall mount off of the wall, as well as a surface to protect your wall if you need to use your hammer to help pry it off, as I did.